I want to make this as short as possible. I want to talk about fake Christians. And the reason why I want to talk about it tonight is because pretty much you got people that read the Bible and they don't take it literally. They take it for some type of metaphor or some type of spiritual or something like that. So I'm talking about what I had mentioned about the return of Christ. And we're in the last days, and so that means that after a while, he's going to return. So with that being said, there's a lot of deep teachings that can be taught on that. I had a lady that basically, make a long story short, she tried to say some riddle or something. And she was talking about there need to be some deeper studying that I need to do, as if I didn't have enough knowledge, even though I brought up scriptures and talked about how today relates to what was prophesied in the past and is coming to pass today. But I guess that wasn't enough, because apparently I have to do more deeper studies. Now, I'm not no preacher and I'm not no minister or anything like that. I'm not going to sit here and brag about it, but from Genesis to Revelations, I've read the Bible from beginning to end twice in my life. So I know some things, but to get a deeper meaning of what it literally is being stated. So in other words, if you look at what happened with Moses getting the 10 Commandments, and before he got the 10 Commandments, he went to Egypt to get the people out of Egypt, got them out, the plagues hit, got them to the Red Sea. God split the Red Sea, tornado fire came down, and the people walked on dry land in the sea. Now, somebody might read that, and you call yourself a Christian, and you'll read that and go, I don't think that happened. Or you might look at it and try to find some deeper meaning to what was said. That is just literal meaning. It means exactly what it said. It was a miracle that happened that defies logic. But God is on the outside of logic, which is in this reality. It doesn't make physical sense. Like him ascending and going up after he resurrected, him ascending to heaven. Well, you can't fly. Humans can't fly. So how did he ascend? Well, he defied logic. So these type of things, it was the spiritual that created the physical realm. So in the cartoon, if you got somebody that created a cartoon, and most of y'all seen the Matrix, but it's kind of like pretty much like that, where and this is what I tell my kids, it's a cartoon, and the cartoon, if you had the mind of a cartoon, the cartoon is not the reality. The cartoon, if you had the mind of a cartoon character, you would think that your reality is the reality, like Shrek or How to Train Your Dragon or all these cartoons, right? But their reality is not the real thing. They were created by somebody who created them as characters. The real thing is the one that created them. So it's the same thing. God is our creator. He's on the outside of this physical reality. So he don't have to obey what he created for us to obey, as far as the laws of logic or the laws of physical, what we feel physically. He stands outside of that. So if God wanted to come and he wants to, like he did, walk on water, or if he wants to fly or anything else, who are you to tell him that he can't do something that defies logic that he created? So to take the Bible and to look at it and read it, and then to try to find some deeper meaning to what it says, when it's saying what it's saying, there's some things that just stated what it is. And there's some things, of course, that you could take out of it spiritually. But for the most part, when it says something, it's meaning what it says. So when God said he's going to return, and no man knows when he's going to return, then that means exactly what he said. There's no other meaning behind what he said. You're not going to know when he show up, right? So you got fake preachers in the pulpits. These people are not afraid to lie or anything else. They'll say something God told them, and God didn't say anything. You can read this in the book of Jeremiah, read this in of Ezekiel. You can read these books and see when there's false prophets that showed up. And when they show up, they're making up things, saying that God said something and God told them nothing. So it's a lot of people that do that today. It's crazy how so many people want to say God said, God told me to tell you, God always talking to you, and he always telling you something to tell somebody, but he ain't never telling you to clean up your mess and what you need to do, right? You got a bunch of fake prophets that get up on the pulpit and they'll sit there with no fear at all, telling you something that God told them, and they get into their fake tongue, yee, bow tie, yee, the Lord said, sow a seed. No, he didn't. He ain't tell you, and he wasn't talking to you, and he ain't tell you to tell that to nobody. You need some money. You need something, and you trying to get you some shoes or some clothes, or you trying to get some money. And this is the thing. You have no fear. You have no fear of God. You got no fear of what the Bible says. You mock the Lord, all the things. So with these type of people, it's mind-boggling, the people that will call themselves Christian and go against something that the Bible says. It's crazy work. But what I do want to say is, if anybody got any questions or something, let's just say you got a spiritual question, you got a Bible question. Again, I'm not no pastor. I'm pretty sure y'all could probably Google it or something. But if you want to ask me something or whatever, I'm available to answer to the best of my ability. So just putting that out there. Subscribe, like, share.